you start doing yoga or you start doing meditation, any dharma practice one starts following, it's very easy to take the path, but it's very hard to continue or implement or follow. And sometimes there comes a dilemma that you choose your spiritual practices or you drop them to compromise in what you expected of you by society in which you live. Do you follow? Do you follow? So similarly, there was a recent question. Somebody is a uh, vegetarian, strict vegetarian, belong to a Brahmin family, and as you have a life, and person, somebody who is not vegetarian or not a Brahmin, do you follow? Then the now person questioning, should I pass or practice? Should you stop the path of the practice or by day lifestyle requirement or sometimes you just need to find a balance. How do you balance it? What part you will choose? Will you choose your karma or will you choose your dharma? How do you find the balance between your dharma and the karma? Which one should be the put at priority? Which one should be put at a priority? The karma is you are doing no matter what happened. You continue to do karma all the time. Even you are breathing, you are doing karma. You're moving, that is also a karma. Eating food, that is also karma. That's basic necessity. Something that is not going to um, what do you call it? Take the life, the prana out of your body. Something that not going to take the prana out of the body. Personally, I believe you should always choose the dharma over the expectation of the karma or the society. We get sometimes entangled in a good karma and bad karma. If time, when you meditate or when you go into the place of really deep into your sadhana, you come to a point that there is no concept of time. Time become almost like a void, like sunya, you can call it. Yeah. That's the first law of nature to give you the time doesn't exist. When time doesn't exist, that brings your karma to be either not fixed, it changeable. Everybody says this is my karma, and then I'm suffering because of my karma. There's a possibility you can defy the law of nature, but that doesn't mean that should be the only purpose in life, that you try to change the law of nature. Now, somebody asked one time question: what happens if you stuck on the island? I am a strict vegetarian, you can call it, or Hindu vegetarian. People eat onion, garlic. I don't even eat sattvic. You can call it vegetarian, or take the next level, the Vaishnava vegetarianism. So also take very low dairy consumption. I try to avoid carbohydrate. Then somebody asked, can you imagine if you're stuck on the island and there is no food? This is a very common question asked by people. The who trying to justify not to give up the taste or the desire of the tongue. Said, well, you can eat now and then moderation. What is the definition of moderation? This moderation word doesn't exist. The word is called samatha, equanimity, which does not apply on the material desires. Is only a very spiritual word, equanimity. That what will you choose? Will you choose to uh, die, or there's a choice to this or other parts of it? Many people have different answers, and there was some places, some people is been they're saying, what will you do if you have to be somewhere because it required by practice of dharma, but you have to eat meat because there's no vegetables available. I don't think on at present or even any time in the history, 80 to 90%, I can guarantee there will always be some vegetable. Is there any area on the planet have no vegetation? I'm pretty sure you can find. If not, at least you find the bread, you find the rice, you find the grain to live on. But the second part is the back to me. There was a recent conversation with somebody. Will you uh, choose to eat meat from the sea, or what will you do? I said I practice yoga. If my dharma, my dharma is a non-violence. Only violence when it's needed to establish a dharma. Remember that. Only violence if a need to be established in a dharma. That justifies the. Is it means like you will hurt if it's needed to protect dharma? It depends in circumstances. But me not eating meat or trying to survive at a small island will make no difference to dharma. So you practice austerity. To if any time in that situation arrive, you choose dharma over your sense pleasure. You follow? Sense pleasure. Or compromising your ethos, your values. What once you taken a the sankalpa. Remember word sankalpa is very powerful. Sankalpa is almost like an oath, self-promise, which affects your willpower. And then you give, the moment you let go the sankalpa, you create a possibility, a weak point in your mind. Weak point in your mind to compromise whenever that mind start using that scenario to justify every time it need to compromise something. I said, personally, if me ever in that situation, I will just go sit down in the meditation and see however long my body can last. I continue to do my sadhana and leave the body. I live in the body for yoga. I live in the body for my dharma, my values. But how about living longer? I said, the concept of time, it doesn't exist. If you witness that part, the concept of time doesn't exist. What difference does it make to live 100 a year, 200 a year, or a 500 a year? But you reach to the point where there is no principle of time. It does not make you live a 100 year or 80 year, 90, prolonging life. You can do, you can have like multiple, very long time. There are many people who live 80 year, 90 year, but not many to do anything. That thing classified, they just existed. Existing, living, and being presents are two separate things. This is a one simple formula I have. You can live your life according to other people. You can live your life according to other people for yourself. Okay? Which is 99.99% people are doing. What you think, your mind is collective information that you borrowed from outside. Every information that your identity you have is all borrowed information. Somebody said, you look so beautiful. That creates a one identity in you. Next, somebody else say, you are so ugly. If person is the same, you got a new identity. Third person say, you are very average, nothing extraordinary. You got third identity. Then from childhood, those identities have been keep given to you, and now you have multiple identities stuck inside your mind. Nothing original, nothing organic, nothing authentic in that. So when you practice yoga and meditation, when you practice bhakti yoga, any form of yoga, the sadhana you do for a self-transformation, self-understanding, word swadharma. There's one word, swadharma, in Gita, in Bhagavad Gita. I think you have in your room, you can take it if you like to read it. Word swadharma is the whole purpose of life, to discover, understand what is your dharma. Sometimes you have a spiritual path, the people who have lived before you with a greater awareness and understanding, their path is being told by them. You can take it as just a start with information level. But if it only remain as a information, the problem, it should become implementation. Do you understand? You ask people, say, I know. You don't know. You just know the information. You don't know it. You have not felt it. You have not witnessed it. You have not experienced it. Example, I tell you, there are so many types of mangoes. Yeah? And I can guarantee you I have tasted many different varieties. But oh, no, I know. No, you don't know. You just borrowing the information. That because I am saying it. Knowing the information about it, you may not actually even like it. Your body might be even allergic. Do you follow? So you can't even enjoy the taste of it. So having information without implementation and claiming that you know it, that when the danger in the spiritual path becomes. Do you follow? So especially in the, like for example, you can read a manual of how to drive a car or a helicopter or a motorbike, and you get brand new. Will you be able to operate it? I can guarantee you, not gonna happen. Till you have embodied information, you can just flick through it, not even read it, not even try to implement any principle of it. It's difficult. This is a mechanical object we are talking about. Now we're talking about very high spiritual perspective that is embodied inside you for many lifetimes. If forget about previous life, if we don't believe in previous life, this lifetime, how many identities been embodied inside? How many emotions been embodied inside? It means those are the layers and layers and layers over your consciousness, over your consciousness. And your consciousness is distributed into the every identity where wherever your mind can find a sense of peace, sense of pleasure. Only identity through the senses. You hear some nice music. Oh, I like this. This is my now my new thing. Then the food, the smell, and the list goes on. Those borrowed identity does not tell you anything about yourself. They are not tell you anything about yourself. There is a very simple example I can give. You take a mirror. There are different types of mirror. Yeah? You get one mirror scattered, completely broken into the pieces, but still in the frame. Still in the frame. Now you go start looking in front of the mirror. You yourself, which we can compare it to your Swadharma or your path of Dharma. Will that be look completely in one piece? Reflection will be completely scattered. Similarly, at that time, are you really scattered? No. It's only telling the quality of a mirror. It only tells the quality of a mirror. There are some mirror, they beautify you. Have you seen those mirrors? When you look in a mirror, you will look very beautiful. No? Or the magic mirrors, yeah? Or some mirror that make you look very giant. Let's put it that way. The sticks out outside one and go in inverted mirrors. They have different effects on your. Are your body in the same shape as mirror? What you're reflecting inside? Not really. Mirror only telling the quality of itself, not the quality of you. Nothing. Now I don't need to practice. There's problems not in me, problems in the everybody else who judges me. Your ego comes very easily. I don't need to do any practice. I don't need to do any sadhana. I am already perfectly perfect. That is again assimilation. This is just basically again you, there's the layers and layers again of the britis. You can call it or identifications all over you. How do you transform them? Continuous, steady practice. No matter what happens, never let go the path of dharma. Everybody else in the life have come and gone. and they will continue to come and go. Follow? Like the I give you example of a water. Water. The water, you can call it lake water or river water. The holy Ganga is a river, yeah. I don't know any holy river in Croatia. Maybe Lichka de Senka. By the way, I'm in Croatia at present. So you're taking a bath in Ganga or any water, running river. You take a bath, in one dip, you come up. Second dip, you come up. Third dip, you come up. As many dips you take, every time you are now taking the bath in the same water. You are not taking the bath in the same water. Not the same person taking the bath every time. Because your molecules in the body, if you look at from physical anatomical point of view, don't even go that far of your prana, don't go that far of your energy being, physical level. How many atoms in your body have died in one dip? How many atoms have been reborn? Do you think you are just a one physical body? You are a collective energy of the five Panch Mahabhutas, or five pranas, you can call it, or five vayus, wind, and they are constantly changing. Every moment. So there are many different ways. Again, you should not give up your path of dharma, no matter what happens. Sometimes challenges comes to test how deeply you are rooted into the path. If your dharma is just a fashion, and then it's a different story. You're still looking, you're still searching. One day till you find rooted. Like I say, but my dharma practice doesn't give me any fruits because I don't feel any growth. Can you imagine you plant? What is the fastest, fastest fruit tree can provide fruits? 3 years. If you leave any fruit in one place, basically, yeah, 2 year, 3 year minimum. But you're so impatient with the practice or in your discipline. You take a plant, you plant it, you look after it for a week. It's not giving me any fruit. Let's replant it. Maybe there's a problem in the soil where it's been planted, or maybe this plant is wrong. So you take the plant out, you replant it somewhere else. And sometimes you even throw away the plant, bring a new plant. Again, a week later, impatience, no fruits. Maybe sometime a month, no fruits. I can guarantee you, you can spend your whole life. You will have not a single fruit. Tapasya is a tapasya is a tapas, purification, purification of the concept of the mind, purification of the wind within the body, awakening of your senses. At present, you use your senses, not actually, I will call it use them. You abuse them, not use them, abuse them. Overuse is basically abuse. Or not rightful use is classified also an abuse. Nobody else doing. You are abusing your own senses, your own body. That's individual life. But finding the utilization of your energy that you have in the body to the maximum dharma practice, awareness practice, how you can transcend your consciousness, how you can uplift your consciousness. There are many paths. There are many paths. And don't feel that you are behind anybody. There is nobody ahead of you. There is nobody ahead of you. Sometimes your mind gets in a chase. This person is doing better than me. This person is really good in his practice and ahead in his sadhana. No, because your karma, your dharma, your life is yours. Your soul have his own journey. Everybody have his own journey. You take the tools that helps you to embark on that journey. So you making your own path to the destination, back to Godhead, you can call it, or the highest transformation, the one jiva or one soul can have using the tools. But sometimes then you don't look at nobody in front, nobody behind you either, nobody chasing you either. They look sideways. This person getting faster progress. This person getting faster progress. There's many people going side by side. Now again, problem. You you spend more energy in your own rat race than your own transformation. So find that something that anchors you within yourself. Now, there's a very famous story that while all my friends, for example, I have many of my classmates. When I was in university, they are doing very well of compared to myself in economically. Now I can start comparing. I'm not doing really well. They are very rich. They have great cars. They have this. They have this. They have this. I chose my path according to my dharma that aligns with me. Now I cannot compare. If I start comparing with other people, I am going to have mental instability. Your path is the only path that is made for you. Material comparison sometimes can also knock you off your path very easy. So overall, personally, having a good, a regular yoga practice, meditation practice, to keeping your mental balance, physical balance, and emotional health balance. First part is third dimensional aspect, taking care of your body. So your senses are aligned with your dharma, not aligned outside. That can be controlled, that can be manipulated, that can be led by a sense desire. Remember, I never say to kill the desire, understand the desire. Two separate things. Again, when the senses are functioning, making sure they should not compromise the practice of your dharma. Senses are always doing the karma. You cannot do any karma without the senses, using the vayu or the wind of the five elements. But now comes the point, will I compromise? My senses are not controlling them. Should I compromise my dharma practice in order to satisfy my senses or to my karma? I will say definitely not. Definitely not. Because when you take in any dharma, there is a certain level of uh, your own Sangha practice. which you let's say the nobody like to hurt the harm. Yeah? That's basically non-violence. Why would you like to hurt your own self? The moment you hurt any part of your senses means you are hurting yourself or compromising your values is hurting yourself. I personally think thinking is either uh, that of action or implemented without any awareness. Do you understand? If you are aware, presence, your mind will never have to go into the whirlpool of thoughts. Most of the actions will be done with full awareness. So I was talking the formula. You can live your life according to other people for yourself, which is majority of the time with multiple identity that given to you. You just take the identity as per requirement that suits you. You wear it and you live the life and you fulfill the role. Okay? The second possibility you have, you can live your life according to you for yourself, which people will call you very selfish. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. I once you know what your life is for, okay? This is very hard to find out how you can live a life according to you. Means first you have to discover you, not collected, varied information from everybody else who have given you definition of yourself. Otherwise, there will be roles that you're living off. Third is you can live your life according to you for other people. Okay? Very charitable, compassionate, always. You are just trying to save the world. You can live your life according to other people for other people. So you need to find how and which you are living your life, how much you compromising, how much your sense are ruling your inner truth, how much your senses are ruling your inner truth. Is the important part is a response and a reaction level in your body to your senses. Your senses are 24/7 collecting information and producing information. But 99.99% of the time you are dead, not awakened. You're living being, you're living but not awakened. When every part of your being is awakened, I guarantee you, you will know even your sleep, a sleep inside the sleep, and multiple sleeps inside the sleep, you will follow the every awareness, every sense response that your body is making. So I think I'm run out of the time. There's a vegetarian friend of mine traveled through Mongolia so 20 years ago and she had to survive on cheese. She said there were no vegetables. I guarantee you, 30, 40 years ago, Mongolia were doing plenty of good trades. In the Mongolia grow their own vegetables, depending on where you stop. But you find cheese, you find grains. I'm pretty sure the Mongolia have grains. They have bread, and they have other millets. In harsh climate, majority time grains can grow. Lexi find survive on the cheese. So conclusion is, if ever arrive that I have to choose between my dharma and compromising my values, I will not compromise. And answer to my friend who asked, uh, he is met or in a relationship. He's strictly vegetarian. He will listen tomorrow in India. He's in somebody who's heavily eating meat, not even following the values. So now he's in dilemma. Should he start fulfilling to going out or eat in the same table that they're eating the meat, or sometime after eating meat saying goodbye to my partner? I might even get the meat in my mouth. My friend, you are following your sense desire, but say that love is important in life, not what compromises your life. First, love is for yourself. That is for not self pity kind of love. First, love is for your self transformation to knowing what you are here in this body for. That is the first love. So, ultimate self transformation, that is the first love. But nowadays, we classify lust also into the same category as love. No. You have in the feelings, you have a care, a requirement, nourishment, sense, engagement. No. That is a very different love, is a very different level of conversation. So your sense requirement cannot come in the category of love. If that is the case, if you love somebody, look back in the past. How many times you have said somebody loves you or you love somebody and they did not meet your sense expectation, or there's a misalignment of your sense energy, you didn't love that person anymore. That person became your worst enemy or the best enemy. So the love is always grows. Love is always grows, never dies. Lust dies. The moment you hunger, when you are hungry, hunger is growing. Once you have eaten the food, do you feel like eating any more food? There is trapti. There is a satisfaction of the sense. No longer that cannot be classified as a love. So love for self-discovery. I love meditation. I can never have it enough. I go keep meditating. Every time I go, there is a more to transform and to understand about what my vrittis are, what is holding me back from my own self-transformation. That is self-love. So, my friend, what you calling the love is important is you classifying wrong word. For you at present, lust is important. Please do amend your dharma values. But personally, I wouldn't. And choice is yours. There was a one very funny story. I was in London, and there was somebody vegan, and very strictly vegan. And they had a problem, me taking sometime ghee or honey or a yogurt sometime. Not all the time, occasionally I do consume. People think I'm vegan. I'm not vegan. I'm worse than vegan. Because the no onion, no garlic, no mushrooms, nothing that is increases the tamas within the body, toxicity. in your body, of your mind, or your nervous system, or anything that stimulates your senses. Empowers your senses, no problem. Stimulates your senses, creates a fluctuation of the energy or the vibration in your senses. Nothing of those kind. And the Vaishnava Sattvic diet, which is very complex itself. So the person asking, I said, I'm very vegan. You can't bring this milk and cheese. I better not to. I couldn't resist. I find out uh, her boyfriend or his boyfriend was a proper heavy meat eater. I just made one day comment, but you love the person, and I'm pretty sure you have a good physical relationship as you are in the relationship. Do you think that is a not compromising your vegan beliefs? The person said, you are horrible. You are horrible. You have destroyed my 3-year relationship in 2 sentences. So you can put yourself under the illusion, whatever you like to believe, and continuously judge everybody. But again, always have dharma on the top priority, no matter what goes in the life. As I say, everybody comes and goes. Then, just like a river, the water, you taking the dips in and out, but the water continuously flowing, not staying the same. Neither you stay the same. So, on that note, I believe, and that's enough for today. Hari Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Thank you.